How's it going, everybody? This is the Erroneous One here with a new Kingdom Hearts Union Cross update video. And it is not a surprise update, but it kind of is. But before we get into that, I do want to address the previous video I released yesterday. So, in the previous video, I released a free-to-play setup guide for the current Origin 13 event for XB. It was hit or miss with people, and I knew it was going to be hit or miss with some people. I just want to kind of address that so you guys kind of know my thought process when I made this. A lot of comments were going like, oh, this is so free-to-play, and you're using like high score medals and so on and so forth. It seemed to me that a lot of people didn't pay attention to what I was saying when I was explaining the setups that I had, the other ideas. So, first off, I understand the feedback. I knew what I was going to get when I released that video. I did it that way mainly so that the video can go by a little quicker. Because as it stood, that video ended up being... Where is it? That video ended up being about 35 minutes long. And that was about 10 minutes longer than I really wanted to do with it. But I did a few setup runs with them. Both quests 12 and 13, and it was already getting kind of long. So I knew that if I'd utilize some other medals, because I did mention some other medals you could use in place of what I was using that were like totally free to play, like Young Kyrie, for instance. Orchestra Sora was also mentioned you could utilize. I mentioned those medals, but I knew that if I used those medals, it would take even longer to finish off these quests. And those two quests are totally turtle quests. If you can, there's no limit, there's no turn limit or anything. It was just complete without having to continue. So you can do that, but I wanted to make a faster video than what it was, and it already turned into being a 30-minute monster video. But that's why I didn't use those other medals on video for that one, but I did mention them. A lot of people seem to not even pay attention to what I said when I said that I wasn't going to use, when I said that you could use other medals to go through the quest as well too. So, I'm just going to say it again in this video. Other options utilized again too were Young Kyrie. You guys could utilize, heck, you guys could even utilize like things like, what's the name, not Jack and Sally, that Zootopia one. Nick and Judy. You could use Nick and Judy. You could use that one. You even could have used Mowgli and Pals. That one would have done it too. Orchestra Sora was a free medal. We just got free Orchestra Sora. You can use him as well too. Either one or two of them. And if you fuse them, hopefully you got double cast and can use that one. There are other options. As for what I used, excuse me. As for what I used, Pluto B was a reward for at least top 10,000 in his high score challenge. You guys could use Pluto B. A lot of people had Pluto B to utilize, and a lot of Pluto Bs were up there being shared. I did utilize SP Cinderella, which was a top 5,000 reward for her high score challenge. But again, top 5,000 reward. Quite a few people had at least one copy of SP Cinderella, and honestly, all you needed was one copy of SP Cinderella in order to get past that one. You could have utilized Cinderella and Jack too, which was I think that was also a top 10,000 reward as well. A lot of people had at least one copy of her. She also could have been used too as well. There were other options that could have been used that weren't ones I used. When I didn't use the double cast features on Illustrated Kyrie or Kingdom Hearts 2 Illustrated Kyrie. I just used them one time because most people don't have those medals with double cast on them. So I did what I could to make it as free to play friendly as possible, but again, I knew that people were going to complain about that when I posted it up there. Despite that, I still hope the video helped you guys, or just give you guys some ideas to utilize for it. I'm hoping if you guys listen to this video right now, if you're going to, take time to gear through this, you guys will hear what I'm saying, and you guys can try other medal options to help you out there. And I hope it helps you guys out going through with that event, so you guys are able to go to XB. But that's enough of that, though, guys. That's all I want to say for that one. Again, I hope it helps out. So, today, last night, we did not get a tweet. There was no tweet from Cena last night, and it was kind of strange that we didn't get a tweet, because these are some pretty big updates, for the most part. Biggest one here is the falling price deal, guys. We have a brand new falling price deal. Falling price deals are ones I do tend to enjoy. You're guaranteed tier 4 and tier 5 medals. You're guaranteed to get them orbed 1 to 3 dots. We haven't quite gotten to 5 dot ones yet like JP has, but still, this is very good. Always there. And again, the price always falls. In this case, though, we got 3 medals, guys. 3. 0.2 Riku. Illustrated Terra B and SP Ventus, I think it is. Yes, SP Ventus. So, oof, man, these are some big ones. But this is interesting in terms of how they've been released so quickly now. And kind of bad too. But let's go on this one. These guys right here, this means that 0.2 Kyrie is extremely close around our corner. I think we have another like maybe two more banner releases, maybe. If they're going to start combining like this again too, maybe one more banner release before 0.2 Kyrie is released. So, if you guys are going to go for 0.2 Kyrie, now is the time to start saving for that 0.2 Kyrie. But it's a trick thing kind of sort of too. It's a catch-22 in this regard. This is a power one, so all these are power metals, very good ones in particular. But it's a fact that they're releasing this falling price. And again, it is a falling price, though. It's a good thing because it will get cheaper the more you spend on it. But they're releasing these so quickly. And this is what's kind of bugging me, too. And I mentioned during also when Axel EX was released, too. They had just finished releasing the Copycat Key Art banner. And, what was that other one? Dragon Maleficent. Copycat banner and Dragon Maleficent. Those are two banners that came out directly before Axel EX. And then Axel EX came out. So Cena knows that people spent a lot of money and utilized a lot of resources to pull from all three of those banners, especially Axel. People have spent ludicrous amounts of money and jewels on Axel EX. And now we got this one. And this one does come... Out of these three, Terra B is the one you want, I think. 0.2 Riku is not bad. He does 5 hits for his strength and power-based strength by 2 tiers for 2 turns. That is really good. If you get double cast on this guy, that's going to be very, very good. I mean, that's just for 2 tiers for 2 turns. Not bad. AoE, 3 gauge cost. That's great. Here's a big shiny one, though, in my opinion. Illustrated Terra B. Deals 3 exceptionally powerful hits, raises power-based strength by 3 tiers for 1 turn, and lowers target's defense by 1 tier for 1 turn. Single target, 4 gauge cost. Not bad. SP Ventus, reverse power, tier 5, deals 9 exceptionally powerful hits, restores 3 gauges, AoE, and AoE costs 6 gauges. Terra's the one, I think. Terra and Riku are the ones you want. Terra first, then Riku, and then Ventus. In terms of like how useful they're going to be for everybody's game going forward. Terra's very good, though. He is a super strong beat stick, guys. He's used heavily at MJP from what I've seen for JP setups. And I did do one pull from the falling price deal. Just one, because all I had the resources for right now. It was just a one pull. I did one pull for him, and I got him. I got Terra B, 3 orb, which is amazing for me. I'm super excited. And those 3 will be 3 orb for you regardless. That's, that one too. I got one copy of him for 3 orb, which is great. Sadly, like I said, I'm not going to pull any more from this banner. Because 0.2 Riku and Ventus aren't really worthwhile pulling for me for, and I do want to start saving resources for other things. And unfortunately, like I said, with school starting up for me, that's just the way it's going to be. So unless I get lucky enough to have somebody donate to my channel through the donation link down below, I'm not going to be able to pull any more from this banner to do anything else, to get more medals or to try and get a higher score for the high score challenge, which is also present now. But that's okay. I mean, I got Terra B, and I'm pretty happy with that, and I'll use him as I can going forward. That's it. But I'm not like, I mean, falling prices are great. Falling prices are amazing, and they're always really good to pull from because you're guaranteed good stuff at a pretty good cost for the most part. It's just sad that we're getting these medals really so quickly right after the other one, and it kind of makes me scared for the next banner we're going to get when this banner is over, because like I said, it's either going to be that banner or maybe like 1 or 2 after that we're going to get 0.2 Kyrie. And if they're hoarding medals like, or combining medals like this quickly, I mean, I know they're trying to get us caught up somewhat to what JP has medal-wise and everything, but this is... I don't mind they're doing that, but then I think there needs to be some kind of separation. There needs to be, I mean, maybe like a week or 2 between banner releases like this, so that the people have a chance to recover from spending all these resources on all these banners, because I mean, this is quick. This is really, really fast, and it's getting really hard to keep up for a lot of players with them releasing medals like this quickly. And that kind of sucks. So the banner itself is good. It has good pull rates. I've seen people have great pulls. Like their first pull or 2 usually has been getting one of these 3 new medals, which your chances of getting one of these medals here, which are 14% boosters for the high score challenge, is pretty good. Because there's 3 of them, so you have a better chance of having them drop to you. But still, I mean, it's a lot, really quickly in succession. So, I mean, I guess it is what it is, but I hope they change that pretty soon. The other thing we got now is the Armored Ventus High Score Challenge. So here he is. Time for the High Score Challenge. The prize this time is the Armored Ventus medal. Aim for the top of the rankings to receive this exclusive medal. It looks pretty cool. He is a speed upright, tier 5, deals 5 hits, raises strength by 3 tiers for 1 turn, inflicts more damage to lower slot number. So obviously, number 1 slot, more damage. He is the speed version of the Ventus Remnant. Cost 4 AoE. Okay, so here's my thoughts on this one, guys. For me, this is for my game. I'm gonna speak right now. I don't need this. I'm gonna get it because I have enough boost with the VVs in there and everything, and also being able to pull that I pulled the Axel and I managed to pull a Terra B. I'm gonna have enough to get him at least a copy of him, but I'm not gonna go super crazy on this one because again, it's only 1 medal that we're getting. It's not 2, so it's 1, which usually makes the Hydra challenge a little easier to get through since it's only 1 medal like that. But this is for me, I don't need another tier 3 or a strength increase by tier 3. Although if I get double cast on it, that's gonna be awesome, and I hope I do, obviously. But we'll see. For the majority of players, this isn't bad though. I think. I think you need to get. I'm not sure of the score pointage just yet to get him. I imagine top 5,000 will guarantee you a copy of this one. Maybe like orbed once or something, or maybe not orbed at all. So people have a fair chance of getting it, hopefully. Especially if you bought the... I think if you bought the VV VIP pack, I think you're pretty much guaranteed to get at least top 5,000 in this challenge, provided with the right setup. In particular with Zeldin B. But again, I haven't ran a challenge yet. I'll be doing that after this video. And for a lot of players, the chance of getting another strength buffer by tier 3s, and a chance to actually get a trade on it, to get double cast on it, is great for a lot of players. So this would be good for a majority of players to try and get a double casted ×3 buffer, I think. So that's not too bad. Because I already have one of those, and I have several other tier 3, or sorry, I have several other ×3 buffers already. I'm not going to push super hard. I mean, if I manage to make top 1,000 and everything, I can guilt it. Awesome. If not, I'm not going to worry too much about that for the most part. But I actually am looking forward to all the different setup ideas I can run for this, and hopefully help you guys out to reach that point, to guilt it. So, I think for the majority of players, this isn't bad. A reward medal for them, because again, a lot of people need that ×3 strength buffer, and a lot of people need this another chance to try and roll traits to get a double casted ×3 strength buffer. So there is that. Let's see, what are the rewards? I imagine they're going to be the new ones, obviously, Axel and wow. So not the new ones aren't even 21% boosters. They're 14% boosters. And VV's only 10. That's disappointing. Okay. Wow, I mean, I don't even know what the... That's making things very difficult for a lot of players. I mean, even if you spend money on the VV VIP pack, it's only a 10% booster instead of a 40. Something you're spending money on to get directly is only being released as a 10% booster as opposed to a 14% booster. And even the new premiums are 40%, man. That's... I don't like that. That's really disappointing to see that. That's just gonna... I mean... I don't know. That's just, I mean... That's just not cool, I don't think. That's just too low for those. Alright. I mean, it is... We can't change that, unfortunately. I mean, the most we can do now is, like, tweet at Cena, contact them going, like, this is ridiculous. I mean... I don't know. That's okay. Well, it is what it is, guys, and I'll do my best to work with this. I'll be coming back to you guys soon with my initial highest challenge run. And again, my initial run is going to be me going with my best setups, what I could pop out. After that, I'll start focusing on setups to utilize for other players too. Obviously, the setup I'll be running in this one isn't going to be free to play for the most part. It's going to be more like casual to play, you know, or guys, what, dolphin status is what it's called sometimes too as well. But I'll try and make setups as best I can for this event to help you guys out. A lot of it is going to rely on the Illustrated VV because he's easier to get just with the VIP pack. Only 15 bucks, so hopefully a lot of people were able to get a hold of that. And we'll be able to draw from him also next week. If you didn't buy this week's one, or you can't buy this week's one, but you can buy next week's one, hopefully you guys can get some VVs. And I'll try and make a setup run for that goal, for that plan. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty much me, guys. Like I said, personally, especially after seeing the medals here and then what the reward is for my game, my channel, I'm not gonna be pulling any more from the falling price deal. Again, if I get lucky enough and someone is kind enough to donate to my channel, then I'll do pulls for you guys for sure. Just to show you guys what the drop rate is. Like I said, I did one single pull and that was it. I got my Terra B, so I got lucky. But I haven't, and that seemed to be a pretty good rate for the drops. Where is he at? He is right here. So unlock him. Like I said, I got lucky enough for that one. But I'm not sure the rates or anything. Like I said, if I get donated to, then I'll do more pulls and show you guys what the drop rates are and everything, and we'll see how we go from there. Aside from that, I guess look forward to the upcoming high score challenge video. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Always, the feedback I get on the page, either positive or negative, for things I do, I always appreciate it because you guys are interacting with me, and it's pretty much giving me an idea of more along the lines of what you guys want to see, and what gets my responses from you guys in terms of, like, being useful to you guys. I mean, views are nice, don't get me wrong. Views and likes, they're great for the channel, and I like them just fine. But if there's something you guys don't like, then that means I need to pay attention to it, because the goal of these videos is to help out as many people as possible going through it, giving different ideas and such, and that's what I want to do. I want to give you guys different ideas, different setups to try and help the majority of players. And if I'm doing something like it's like a little off kilter, or that you guys don't like, that means that I need to potentially change things around just a little bit to make it more, I guess, accessible to everybody. So we'll be going through and trying to be a little more aware of that one. But again, comments, negative or positive, feedback, negative or positive, I always appreciate it. So I know better how to gear my videos for you guys, for the bigger audience here. That's gonna be it. Again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys pretty soon in the High School Challenge video. See ya.